Welcome to this exciting episode where you get to see me make the Airdam. It's recorded in parallel with making the bonnet, so you get some sneak previews of the next episode.
Well, we'll wait to become a millionaire through selling paintings and get some money for the carbon. I'll be doing some tidying up. So those headlights now are level. The Airdam, I've brought this side in. It just took out further. Yeah, that's work in progress. That needs sanding. That top bit will need cutting off. On this side, there's a little bit there. I needed to wait till the wings were good before I could do that. The fuel cap is better, not finished. Wheel arches obviously still need to be done. But again, here you can see that that is now a straight line. The fit on that's pretty good. Over this side, that's a straight line. The Airdam is now flush, or will be when I finish that off. And that's a pretty good fit. Wheel arch needs doing. This is going to get a beating. So what I'm thinking, rather than doing what I've done with these, which is make the mould and pop the panel out, I'm actually going to make the piece over the top of that foam. That means that there will be carbon fibre on this, but that buck you see there will stay inside the piece, just to give extra rigidity and a bit more shockproofing. So now I'm going to get the Airdam even. I've marked up here, that needs cutting down to match that side. That needs altering there. So Mr. Zub Zub is going to be busy. I'll take these two big bits off, put it back in place, and we'll see where we are. And a few moments later, they look a lot more even. I think it's time to put that back on the car and see how it looks. Okay, I'm now happy that under the headlights there and there it's pretty even. But this side is straight and then kicks out. This side... One of the joys of freehanding a car is measurements don't work always. So here, if I measured compared to that side, it'd be that outside line. But to make it look right, I'm using that inside line. Right, trimmed. And you join me in this lovely early evening sunshine as I try to do this Airdam, put the carbon cladding on it. Just doing a single layer at the moment. I will overlay with some 600. This is 200 just to get the shape. I laid that piece down as an experiment. Quite pleased with how it went. Obviously a few stretch marks, but basically a nice solid level. And this is the Airdam laid up. Obviously all those bits need trimming off afterwards, but we're going to let it set. And in the words of Bon Jovi, we're halfway there. So here we have the full Airdam with one sheet of carbon fibre over it. There's some gaps there across the top, but they're not a problem because obviously it's going to get overcoated. I wonder what it looks like in the car. Well, it's dark and raining, so you can't see too well, but it looks all right.
In the cold of the morning light, things didn't look so great. The two fangs pointing down were obviously buck-toothed, so I put the piece of wood across as a reference line and moved the right-hand fang. You can see from those two white lines on the bottom just how far I moved it across.
The Airdam's now fully clad in carbon fibre. It's only one layer of 200, so it's not strong enough to do anything but give it a stable base. I've got the tail ends of my rolls, so I've got about a metre of 200 and a couple of metres of 600. I'm going to put it over, give it a nice finish. Early Saturday morning, and I want to get this Airdam laid up. So I've got these various pieces, these are all 600. As you can see, they're a little bit fray. So what I do, spray them some Fusion Fix, then I can trim these edges to make them nice, and then just wet lay up. So that means take one of these off, cover that lot under there with resin, soak this cloth with resin, basically wet it out on the table there, then slap it on top, brush it in place, and it'll stick beautifully. And because we've got all the edges trimmed nicely, you won't see it. That's the theory anyway. The Airdam, it's had its first coat of finish varnish, and I've just flattened that back as best I can with the machine. All along there, you see, need to do it by hand. It's really fiddly getting to the corners, but it doesn't look too bad. So, sand all that down, finish coat, slap it on the car with some grills in. It looks like we're getting finished. While I was working with the Airdam, I thought I'd better cut the under tray. If you remember, there used to be an under tray there which stuck out. Cut that out, trimmed it to shape. So that's now here. I'm just sticking some new carbon to cover the cut finish. Ideally this would be done in aramid, but I haven't got any, and if I sell a painting I can always stick it over the top afterwards. Here we have the Airdam with wet lacquer on it, showing how shiny and lovely it looks. This is the XKR epoxy coating resin, so should give it a nice finish. Here we are, 7 o'clock Sunday morning with the Airdam fitted. Just need to put the lights in, the grills in, and basically bolt it in place. But yeah, shiny. A little bit ripply, but I can live with that. Right, grills, lights, bolts, front wings. Happy Sunday. I think I'm going to wrap the Airdam video here. Yeah, it does need the grills, lights, etc., but that's easy. Try to work out what's left. Grills, lights, front wings starting up. That bonnet needs hinging. We're frighteningly close to the end. Like, subscribe, etc. Get notifications for when this thing gets on the road. Ooh, scary.